A few qualities that are necessary to build a successful NBA franchise are fearlessness, patience, and the ability to strike at an opportunity. And the two teams we have here in this playoff matchup are products of that. First, the Atlanta Hawks. 5 years ago, they were mediocre, led by Josh Smith and Joe Johnson. Talented players, but everybody knew if these guys were leading your team, you weren't going to win. Plus, Mike Woodson did shave his eyebrows. However, they knew they had something with Al Horford at center. And so, with trading away Joe Johnson, letting Josh Smith go to free agency, drafting Jeff Teague, allowing the team to be built around Al Horford, signing Paul Millsap, now they're built on versatility, passing, shooting, and here they are. On the other side, the Boston Celtics. You want to talk about fearlessness, trading away Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett to acquire the assets and the draft picks necessary to go through a proper rebuild. Shout out to Billy King for making probably the worst move in the history of ever. And then at the same time, opportunity struck. That's why here they have Nicholas Batum, Isaiah Thomas, and of course, the big boy in the middle, DeMarcus Cousins. And speaking of DeMarcus Cousins, he has to carry a lot in this series because if we go down the rosters, Atlanta's a better team. However, when you have the best player in the series wearing your uniform, you got a chance. It's the Celtics and the Hawks, Game 1. I can't tell if that was the greatest intro or the worst intro I ever made, but I did mention DeMarcus Cousins, and yeah, he wastes no time at all to make an impact on this one. Blocking Mike Scott's shot there, and then he's got Tiago Splitter on him. Yeah, that means that he's scoring on that one. DeMarcus is the best player in this series, and that in itself could give us this win, because he scored there, then he got that mid-range shot, and then the dunk simulator gets going there. And look, everybody knew what our strategy was going to be going into this thing, so if anybody's surprised, I don't know what to tell you. He scores on Al Horford there. And then, because why the hell not? After I'm stuck with Isaiah Thomas in the corner, just get another one for Boogie. But me being the great editor that I am, I haven't shown the fact that Atlanta, they're still winning this game up to this point. Because they just got a well-rounded roster, and Kyle Korver is apparently the greatest point guard ever. But then, there was a little crack. There was a little crack in their armor. Marcus Smart, you better get this one. There you go, baby. 1 point game, and you saw Marcus Smart there, and I said it was going to be a test for him against Jeff Teague. Well, let's see who wins the matchup on this one. Marcus Smart being one of the better defensive point guards in the league. At one point it was Bradley to Smart, now it's Smart to Bradley. Our backcourt, their ability to play defense and get out and run really showing there. We got a bit of a lead on them. And in the previous episode, you may remember that I said I want to test Kyle Korver on defense. I don't know where he is on this play. That's Batum open for 3. Now we're up 6. The loss of DeMarre Carroll is really huge for these guys. But you will notice, given that they're the Atlanta Hawks, they're a quality team. They're going to stay in the game. Jeff Teague made it 6 there. The German Rajon Rondo. We should really stop calling Schroeder the German Rondo and just say that Rondo sucks. That's my pinned tweet on Twitter, by the way. Gets the play to Al Horford, and now it's only 3. We got to watch out here. Luckily for us, Paul Millsap decides to freak out and take like a backflip, front flip, turnaround jump shot. And then, because he hasn't gotten his fix in a minute, just give the ball to Boogie. Give it to DeMarcus and just let him do whatever, because chances are something good's going to happen. Even if he doesn't score, he's probably going to go to the free throw line. And shout out to him for having the one good release in this game up to this point for me. And just because the Hawks are getting a little too close, yeah, get it right there. Millsap, you shouldn't even have been in the frame on that one. You know you can't stop DeMarcus Cousins. Seriously, for those who play My Team mode or whatever, DeMarcus might be straight cheese. Every time the guy wants to, he dunks the ball for me. It's great. And that was some straight BS on the part of Tiago Splitter. How the hell he get that shot off against Boogie? Atlanta, they're fighting. It's only 1 point now. Okay, and Brad Stevens has blessed me with a great playbook. and we got to go to it right now because it's getting close. And DeMarcus Cousins is not in the game. He has to rest at times, and you'll see what happens when Steven Adams is there. I'll admit, if I had Tyler Zeller or Kelly Olynyk in the game, that shot probably falls through. Now, me missing a three-pointer with Isaiah Thomas, that's nothing surprising. You're all used to me doing that. And now, let's play defense, boys, because Atlanta's got a little bit of momentum, and oh crap, we just lost the lead. Okay. Hey, DeMarcus, you're back in the game. Okay, I gave you like a 2-minute rest, you're back in. And we just got to go with our best lineup, period, right now. Sullinger's actually done a better job than Amir Johnson up to this point. And of course, we got to have Isaiah and Marcus Smart in there at the end. We're down 1. Let's get it. I mean, this is the type of stuff you got to go through in the playoffs, okay? You're on the road, you're down, you got to get a basket. And this is where having the best player in the series really comes in handy for you if he will finally listen to me and spin off of Horford. Thank you very much, DeMarcus. And like I've already mentioned, I'm an idiot when it comes to isolations in this game. So if I want to get Isaiah Thomas some shots, it's got to be off ball. And luckily for me, we got it on that one. That's a huge shot for Isaiah Thomas, making this back to a 4-point game. And now Thabo Sefolosha is, okay. You got Jeff Teague, but you want Sefolosha to run a pick and roll? That's perfectly fine, and yeah, you left Boogie open. I didn't want to dunk it on that one. You know, give DeMarcus his hands some rest. He's been dunking the ball every time I give it to him this whole game. Let's give him a rest with a layup. And then Kyle Korver with his, speaking of layups, Kyle Korver's first layup in the history of his career. Congratulations. It took you to like year 12, but hey, you did it. And you know what? If a play works once, why not see if they can still defend it? We got Sullinger and Batum setting the screen. Jeff Teague doesn't know where Isaiah is. Got it again. I love Isaiah Thomas when I actually know how to use him. And Jeff Teague still doesn't have the ball in his hand. What's going on? There you go, guys. Come on, Coach Bud. You're better than this. And that was very good defense by Jared Sullinger. I didn't know he could move like that. I thought I was going to have to put Amir Johnson in the game to make plays like that. Up 6, about 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. And, speaking of Sullinger, he gets that one. You see, DeMarcus may be the best player on the floor, but we're still going to play as a team against these guys. That's how you beat them. And DeMarcus almost knocked over the mascot. That would have been fantastic. But it's not done just yet. We got to put the nail in the coffin, so to speak. And of course, you know where we're going to go. It's DeMarcus on Al Horford, the matchup of the series. I told you he doesn't do well against physicality. And there you go. If you're running pick and rolls, if you're moving the ball around, Al Horford can do a great job against you. But if you just body him up, that's the result. Game 1 to the Celtics. It was a good team effort, although the stat sheet might say different. 45 points. What the hell, DeMarcus? Just a stupid game. But it was a balanced effort, as you saw.